Hello and welcome to another video. I have travelled all the way down to England and I am in Norfolk in a woodland and I will be here for 2 nights. I'm here to deliver a basket weaving workshop and meet some new people, hang out and just have a cool time basically. So I'm not the only one on site obviously because this is like a whole event. But I think I will be the only one in the woods. But anyway, it's not a camp if we don't set one up, so let's get sorted. Okay, so that's the shelter finally finished. I've got a fire pit just because I don't know if fires on the ground here are permitted, so it's better to be safe than sorry. I've got a little bit of wood with me. I'll sort that out later. My priority now is going to be foraging some materials for the workshop tomorrow. However, I thought while I'm here I would show you how I've set my tarp up because I've set it up different to what you've probably seen. So I've actually set my tarp up using a toggle and a prusik knot, and these are fantastic because if you pull them that way they maintain position and you can create a lot of tension, but they slide across the ridge line very easily. So they are a fantastic knot to use for this configuration. I've also made use of the little button technique there just to give me some extra headroom inside, especially in case it rains. Okay, so this is my setup. I'll just do a little walk around so you can see we've got a ridge line there and obviously the tie out point for the button at the back for headroom. And then I have my little Bushcraft coat hanger, a little bit of firewood, and my pit and my seat and a tripod. Now I did actually bring a second tarp just in case the wind changes direction and also for heat retention, just because obviously if it gets cold tonight, it is October, you know, mid-end October, so if it gets cold then I can put the other tarp up and that'll just help to reflect the heat of the fire because obviously the fire pit is very, very small. But I'm not going to light a fire until later. Let's get some gloves on and go and forage for my workshop tomorrow. Oh, but before we go and forage, there's a mushroom and I think I know what it is. I could be wrong, but I think this is an ochre brittlegill. And I believe that's also a brittlegill. And over here, I could be wrong, I think these are puffballs, but I could be wrong. So we're going to cut it open. Oh no, that's not puffball, that is an earth ball. And earth balls are not edible. We've got black bramble, some honeysuckle, and we've also got some ivy too, so this is awesome. So I spent so much time socialising and getting to know the other members of staff that are on site that it got dark, so I needed to very, very quickly light this fire because I kind of abandoned my little camp. So sorry about that, guys. I'll get this fire lit. Right, we've finally got a little bit of a fire going. I did try to film myself lighting it, but the camera wasn't in focus, so it was absolute garbage. But yeah, like I said, I've been socialising, getting to know everybody, it's been really cool. But obviously that means that I have neglected my little camp here in the woods. So I'm just going to try and rectify that. So we're just going to make ourselves a cup of coffee. Get the wood lice out of my cup, that would be a good start. Slowly get the fire out. So, you guessed it, it's too dark to see me as per usual. I've got my little cup of coffee here and it's been all systems go all day. Yeah, I've met the team, I've set up my camp. I didn't get a chance to film just because it was so dark suddenly, but I've collected up a bunch of blackberry vines for my workshop tomorrow. There was no need for me to cook anything over the fire because there is a large campfire in the main facility, which is awesome. But I did bring some marshmallows with me because you can't have a fire without some marshmallows. So I appreciate that I didn't actually get very much filmed today at all, really. Right on so you can see me. Yeah, I mean, I've not really filmed much today apart from setting up my shelter. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's actually just started to rain. Obviously, usually I would, you know, if you're not new to the channel, or, you know, if you've, generally speaking, if you've seen any of my other camping content, you'll know that generally I will, oh, I'm just casually burning holes in my ground sheet, bear with me. But it has actually gone midnight. As you probably noticed, the sounds from the site that's just in front of me, the sounds have sort of dimmed down because it's just gone midnight. But it is just me on this side of the fence. It is just me actually in the main woodland. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. But anyway, it's getting late, so the daytime hat comes off, the evening hat goes on, and I'm just going to snuggle in. I've opened out my sleep system. I left that till last minute, just because there's lots of bugs and stuff, and I didn't want to open everything out and then have it full of spiders. Pro tip, guys, wait till last minute if you don't want it to be full of spiders. But anyway, that's enough from me for today. I'm just gonna tuck in, watch the fire and go to sleep because I'm exhausted. Right, lights off. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Right, good morning. It's raining. I'm up, I'm dressed. I'm also showered because we've got showers here, which is really cool. And I'm just about to make a quick cup of tea, and then I will go and forage some more materials for my workshop and collect the materials out of the stream, and I'll take you with me when I go and do that. Ooh, I just made a little friend.
Sorted.
So again, it's just I'm happy with that. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, you've got a bunch of the bottom,
Right, well, the workshop was a success. I had, I think, 16 or 17 people take part, so that's cool. I've just shown where to collect additional materials as well. So, something else that was really cool is that if you were staff, you got hooked up with merchandise and stuff as well. So I've got some cool Santa Cruz merch to take home with me. While all the socialisation and networking is really cool, it does feel good to be back at my camp for a little bit. So I've not actually lit a fire for you yet, I don't think, properly. So I guess that's probably something we should do. Unfortunately, again, because of the time of year, it gets dark in the woods very, very quickly. But I'll just see if I can remedy that for you guys. I think it's only about 6 PM actually. It's not even that late, but that's the autumn for you. So as I'm sure you can kind of see, everything is absolutely soaking wet. I don't know if you can see. There's just debris and everything everywhere. So this one might be a challenge. Just use that as a base. And this one could be interesting just because, like I said, absolutely everything is soaking wet. Because it has actually rained all day. So we got a slightly smaller piece, and we've scraped it on the underside instead. So we'll try this piece now instead. Get those to take. Will be in big days. So when everything is absolutely soaking wet, it's so important that you go up incrementally in size and you don't skip a size or skip a step. So I just had some visitors to my camp, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to make a quick coffee and I'm going to make a soup because we've actually got a pizza night on tonight in the main camp, so I'm really looking forward to that. So again, there is no need for me to cook anything out here. I feel like I'm being absolutely spoiled. Now, I do just want to take a moment to talk to you guys because obviously I've been so busy. It's been really awesome, obviously, with the workshop and making new friends, lighting fires, all that kind of cool stuff, learning mushrooms. There'll be a little bit more on that later, hopefully, potentially in another video. But I had a question on a video that I released a wee while ago. I can't remember who was asking, but I was asked how I got into bushcraft and basically how did I get so good at bushcraft. And I promised in the comment sections that I would address that on my next overnighter. So obviously here I am. So let's put the fire out by accident this time. So, unfortunately, I don't actually have any signal, so I can't even go on and double check who it was that asked me the question. So, if it was you, just leave a wee comment below. I'm sorry I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a very, very busy weekend, as I'm sure you can imagine. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you. You know, when somebody says that I'm good at it, that is obviously, it's a compliment and I really appreciate it. But I definitely don't consider myself to be an expert. As I'm sure you all know, I've said plenty of times in plenty of my videos that I don't consider myself to be an expert at all. You don't need to be an expert at something in order to enjoy it, and I think the reason that I appear to be good at it is because I love it. And at the end of the day, as long as you love what you do, it doesn't necessarily matter how good or bad you are, like, and how that may or may not pertain to the skill level of another person. The second part of the question, which was how did I get into this stuff, obviously I'm predominantly self-taught. My dad is a fisherman, and I used to spend a lot of time outside as a child as well, because my academic discipline is actually fine art, and a lot of my artwork is landscape and organic, like natural based. So when you combine the love of being outside and basically spending time with my dad with my sort of natural interest in just the natural world and materials in general, at a very, very young age, the two sort of combined together and birthed my interest in the usage of natural materials. So I'd say that's probably the easiest way to describe how I got into this stuff. But if you would like to know more about me, or any of the other things that I'm interested in, let me know in the comment section, and I'm sure I'll be able to do some sort of, you know, like another Q&A video or something like that. So if that's something that you would like, let me know. Right, well that's me done with my socialising. I'm back at the shelter, and I think I'm going to call it here. So I'm going to take my shoes and socks off, and I'm going to tuck into my little sleep system. Right, I'll see you in the morning, guys. You can see I'm absolutely 100% surrounded by woods. It feels so good to wake up like this in the morning. I'm just on the hunt for a designated marshmallow toasting stick. But obviously this is a very, very diverse woodland. There's all sorts of trees here. There's a lot of yew trees, and obviously you can eat the berries of a yew tree, but the wood is toxic, so I just need to make sure that I'm awake enough they don't accidentally cut like a low bough off of a yew tree or something like that. I've definitely not spent as much time at this camp over the weekend as I usually would, but again that's just because I've had other responsibilities while I've been here. The main one obviously was the basket weaving workshop, but I was also just sort of being super helpful, you know, helping with lighting fires and stuff like that. So apologies for the fact that this one wasn't just a standard I'm in the woods for 2 days, but I just thought that it was a really cool opportunity. It was really lovely for Danny to invite me out here, so thank you very much. You can actually follow Danny. I will put a little card to her channel up in the corner somewhere, where she does foraging and like just all sorts of cool stuff, everything plant related. So she has an allotment and stuff as well. Really awesome, and she's been helping me refine my mushroom knowledge while I'm here as well, because as you all know, I'm definitely not an expert. I leave at midday today, so by the time I've packed everything up and, you know, said hello to everyone, it'll pretty much be time to go. With my marshmallow stick. If you made it this far, then thank you. If you're a new subscriber, hello and thank you. If you're an old subscriber and you've tuned in, awesome, thank you. And if I met you while I was here at the retreat, then thank you very much for being so amazing. You all know that I'm very bad with names, so I won't shout anybody out specifically, but I had a fantastic time with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you all next year for some more bushcraft skills and workshops. But anyway, I'm going to call it here because I've got a lot of packing up to do, and I've got a lot of hellos and goodbyes to say. So if you like what you see and want to see more videos from me, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, etc, etc. You know how it is. But that's all I've got time for. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the woods. Bye guys.